Blessings to you, beautiful soul. The angels are wrapping their wings around you right now, in this very moment, filling your heart with warmth, peace, and the purest love from above. Welcome to Angel's Message for You channel. This is your sacred space, and you were guided here on purpose. Before you take one more scroll, one more click, stop right here. Because what you are about to receive today is not just a message. It is a spiritual letter that was written with your name on it long before you ever pressed play. Your soulmate reached out across the invisible thread that connects the two of you, and the angels carried every single word straight to this moment. If you have ever felt a longing you could not explain, a love pulling at your chest from somewhere you could not see, stay with us until the very end, because what comes next will change something deep inside you forever. Nothing about you being here right now is an accident. The universe does not work that way. You were led here by something greater than curiosity. You were led here by love. And the angels want you to know that today is one of the most important days of your spiritual journey. Today, you get to hear what the person who was made for you has been carrying in their heart. So take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. Let your chest open. And receive this with everything you are. Dear precious soul, I received this letter, and it was always meant for you. With the universe's blessing, you are now receiving the most important message your love has ever sent. Nothing happens by chance. The moment you opened your heart to be here, the angels already knew you were ready. Your soulmate has dreamed about you many times. But what happened in this last dream was something else entirely. It was surreal, overwhelming, and so beautiful that this person simply could not keep it inside anymore. Everything that happened, everything that has been building in the quiet spaces between your souls, and a secret that has been waiting to be told. The angels are here to read every single line so that not one word is lost and every detail finds its rightful home inside your heart. This person wrote with such deep feeling, as if they were living it all over again with every sentence. You are about to hear things you may have never imagined someone could know about you. But this person knows. So listen with an open heart. Feel the presence of your soulmate coming through these words. You are about to discover what the love of your life saw, felt, and understood during their most recent and unforgettable dream. This is what your soulmate wants you to know. My love, today I just could not hold all of this inside anymore. I had to write it all down because what has been happening to me these past few nights has been way too powerful to stay silent. I have been dreaming about you so often that my heart races just thinking about it. But the last dream, oh, that one was different. It was unlike anything I have ever experienced. Felt so real, like I was truly there with you. Feeling your warmth, hearing your breath, seeing your eyes shining just for me. Something magical happened in that dream. It was as if the universe opened up a path just so I could find you. Even while I was asleep, everything felt clear, vivid, and perfect. There was a soft light all around you. And when I saw you smiling, I felt a peace I had never felt before in my life. It was as if I was being shown that the time to live this outside of dreams is finally coming. I walked toward you slowly, and you waited for me like you already knew I was on my way. Our eyes met and my heart started racing in the most beautiful way, like it had finally found its home. In that moment, there were no doubts, no distance, no noise, just the absolute certainty that the love between us is stronger than anything either of us has ever faced. I looked at your face and saw how beautiful you are. How your very presence calms me and heals something deep inside me. I smiled at you, and without even thinking, I said what has been buried in my heart all along. I love you more than anything in this life. And when those words left me, I felt a powerful force surrounding us both, a force of true love that no words could ever fully describe. In that moment, my love, everything made sense. All the waiting, all the times I thought about giving up but just could not. All the inner battles I fought in the quiet hours. Everything disappeared in the presence of you. In the dream, I told you I never gave up on you. Not for a single second. Because even when everything seemed to be falling apart, just the thought of you kept me moving forward. Seeing you so close, with your face glowing and your eyes shining for me, felt like touching heaven with my own hands. A feeling like nothing I have ever known. And in that moment, I understood this dream was not just a longing of the heart. It was a sign, preview of what is coming. It was the universe saying, it is close now. While I held you, I felt like nothing else mattered. The whole world could have disappeared around us and I still would have felt completely whole, just by your side. My soul rested like it had finally found its true home. All of that in the middle of a dream, but as real as anything I have ever lived. You were speaking to me with your eyes. Words were not needed. I understood everything. It was like our hearts were having a silent conversation that only the two of us could hear. That is when I realized that loving you is what gives me strength. It always has been. It always will be. Every second of that dream was a gift I did not want to end. Not because I was holding on too tight, but because everything there felt so deeply true. I could feel your warmth, sense your presence, hear the sound of your laughter. And it was like a prayer answered in real time, just a glimpse of what it is going to feel like to live this love in the real world. And it was perfect, my love. Simply, completely perfect. There was such peace in that closeness. A peace I have never found anywhere else. And in the stillness, I whispered to you, we made it. And you smiled like someone who had known it all along. You welcomed me with your eyes, your arms, your whole heart. And I understood that it does not matter what the world says. What matters is what we feel. I looked at you in that dream and I thanked God, because I was living that love, even if only while I slept. I knew that dream was not just a dream. It was an announcement, a whisper of what is on its way, a reminder that love was never lost. It was just waiting for the right time to bloom with its full strength. The dream showed me that our love is stronger than anything, that nothing we have faced ever erased what we feel, that no distance has ever broken this bond. All of this is more alive than ever, and it is growing inside me faster than I can contain. When you looked at me with love, without needing a single word, it was the most beautiful confirmation I could have ever received. And when you did speak, when you said in that sweet, steady voice that you loved me more than anything in this life, my heart simply melted. No one has ever said it the way you did, and it never sounded so real. I felt like time folded in that moment just to give us that one perfect instant. Like every barrier that ever stood between us was lifted. Like everything paused just long enough for me to finally feel what I had been waiting so long to feel. A moment with you, whole, complete, immense. That is what I felt, my love. After that, I held you the way someone holds life itself. Like someone who has finally found what they have always been searching for. And even in that dream, I knew it was more than imagination. It was a prophecy, a deep truth coming from somewhere much greater than me. And there you were, giving me everything without asking for a single thing in return. This dream woke me up with my heart pounding and tears on my face. But they were not tears of sadness. They were tears of gratitude. Gratitude for feeling that you still love me, that you still wait, that you still believe. Gratitude for knowing that even without words, We are connected in a way that only true love understands. I am writing this because I do not want this dream to stay only with me. I want you to feel it too, to know how important it was, to understand that it was not just any dream. It was our message. It was our sign. And now everything inside me is saying that the time to live all of this for real is finally arriving. As I write, I feel you here with me, like you are reading this alongside me, smiling with me, feeling every word with me. And that gives me even more certainty that this love is real. Real like the light that guided me to you in that dream. Real like every heartbeat of mine that calls out for yours. My love, I am writing these words with a completely open heart because there is so much inside me that needs to reach you. After that dream, something changed in me. A deeper desire to have you close. A desire to stop delaying what has become so clear. I felt what it is like to be by your side, even if only for a little while. And now I do not want to live far from that feeling anymore. I want to live it for real, with my feet on the ground and my heart whole. That night, when I woke up with tears still on my face, I understood how deeply I love you. It was not just the emotion of a dream. It was a truth rooting itself inside me forever. You are the reason behind my quiet moments, my long thoughts, the longing that never fully goes away. You are my truest destiny. Since that dream, I have been carrying such a vivid image of you within me. Your smiling face, your eyes saying everything words have not yet said. I can still feel the warmth of your presence that made me feel like I was home. All of it was pressed into me with a strength that time simply cannot erase. Before we continue, pause for a moment and make sure you are listening from the original source. Some people are copying and reposting our content across YouTube, but the energy behind these messages is very different when heard from the true source. Your angels guided you here for a reason. Make sure you are on the official Angels Message for You channel with the black logo base. And now, let's continue with your message. My love, I feel like life is preparing the way, not by accident, but by divine timing. Because loving you has never been a small thing. It has always been something greater than me, greater than anything I have ever felt before. You are the person my soul recognizes as home, and I do not want to ignore that for one more second. There is something I never told you. In that dream, beyond just seeing you, I felt what it would be like to actually live life with you. Not just to see you, but to wake up beside you, to share ordinary days, to hold your hand through the simple and quiet moments. It felt like a rehearsal of our life together, like heaven gave me a preview wrapped in the most tender care. I saw you waiting for me with the most gentle look I have ever seen, and I walked toward you without any fear because I knew I belonged right there. We sat side by side in silence, and that silence spoke louder than 1,000 words ever could. It was like our souls were talking on their own, understanding each other in perfect rhythm. In that dream, I felt your presence in every part of me, like we were two hearts beating in perfect sync. It was such a pure and powerful connection that I woke up in peace, feeling like something inside me had finally been allowed to rest. I just had to share this with you because keeping this love quiet does not fit inside me anymore. It overflows. It echoes through every thought, every step I take. Even when I am busy, it is your name that lives in me, pulsing with a life of its own. You have become part of my path. Nothing shakes this certainty. I know what I want. I know who I want. And it is you, with everything you are and everything we will still discover together. That dream was just the beginning. A glimpse of a reality that is coming softly but with so much strength. And if you only knew how deeply your presence marked my heart, you would never doubt how real this love is. I remember the glow in your eyes looking at me as if you had always known we were meant for this. It left a mark on me that I cannot explain, only feel. Since that day, every time I close my eyes, it is you that I see, not as a memory but as a certainty, as a presence that strengthens me, lifts me, and gives me the courage to keep going. Because I know something beautiful is waiting for us, something bigger than any barrier life has placed in our way. I feel blessed to have experienced all of this, to have lived even in a dream, something so deep and so true. And that is why I am here writing, because you deserve to know how deeply you are loved. You need to hear it directly from me, in every word, that I never drifted from you. I feel you every single day. This love is what keeps my hope alive. And it is not blind hope. It is a hope with a name, a face, a feeling I can almost touch. Every little detail of you brings me closer to what I have always searched for. And I know that when the time comes, nothing will be small. Everything will be lived with truth and complete surrender. I remember your touch in the dream. I remember your voice saying you loved me too. And even if those words have not been spoken out loud yet, they already exist inside both of us. They are already real. They are already part of our story. And that is enough to make me believe that the love between us will overcome time itself. Since then, I have lived with a lighter heart, even while carrying this longing. Because that longing reminds me how important you are, how deeply you live inside me even when I cannot see you. And that comforts me, that sustains me, that keeps me moving forward with faith, with care, with love. I feel whole when I think of you. I feel at peace. I feel complete. It is like you have quieted all the winds inside me. And now there is only one road, and it leads straight to you. No turning back, no doubt, no limits. My love, when I write to you, my heart no longer tries to hide anything. Everything inside me turns into honest words. Words born from a pure feeling that keeps growing. It does not matter how much time passes or what the world says. What we feel for each other stays strong, as if nothing could ever erase the truth that exists between us. Since that dream, something inside me has been permanently awakened. A kind of certainty that follows me in everything I do. I wake up thinking of you. I breathe thinking of you. And when I lay my head down at night, it is you who shows up in the silence. It is not just the power of thought. It is the power of love. Today I understand how essential you are to me, not just as a memory, not just as someone I love, but as a living presence that gives my life real meaning. I do not need to see you to feel you, just remembering your warmth, that smile that comforts me, that way of looking that understands me even when everything feels confusing. That is enough. Everything I experienced in the dream was like a confirmation of something my heart already knew. And now, every move I make carries a piece of that memory. Even the way I look at the sky has changed, because it feels like it is holding you for me, saying that everything is aligning, that we are not far from the life we deserve together. I feel this deep need to protect you, to wrap you in everything beautiful I carry within me. Because when I think of you, everything true inside me wakes up, and nothing feels uncertain anymore. You give me clarity even in my own doubts. With you, even silence is full of meaning. You have shown me that love can be light even when it is intense, that it can be steady even when it is gentle, that it can be strong even when it is quiet. And every single day I am amazed by how you have transformed me without ever asking for anything, just by existing inside me. Sometimes I close my eyes just to remember you more clearly. and it is always the same image that comes back. You smiling at me as if you already know this love is unbreakable. And that memory is what lifts me when something tries to bring me down. There are nights when I wake up with a tight chest, missing you deeply. But at the same time, I feel peace. Because I know I am getting closer to having you for real. And that changes everything. Because even if we are still apart, love knows no distance. It only grows. It only strengthens. It only comes closer. If you could hear how I say your name when I am alone, you would understand that it has become part of my breath. I carry you in even the simplest things I do. And it is not something I chose. It just happened. My love for you made a home inside me. I want you to know that every choice I make now is made with both of us in mind. I cannot live halfway anymore. I want the whole thing. I want to be present, not just in dreams, but in the real life that beats inside me every day. Because living without you does not feel like truly living. And I cannot pretend I do not feel all of this. You lit something in me that cannot be put out. Not by time, not by fear, not by uncertainty. It is like my heart knows that true love does not hide, does not give up, and does not disappear. It just waits for the right moment to show itself in full. My love, there is something I need to say with everything I am. After that dream, I am certain we are just a step away from truly being together. It is not just a feeling. It is a deep certainty that lives inside me and does not waver. That night was not just a random dream. It was a gift, a clear sign, something that made me feel the universe is opening the path for us right now. Everything about that dream was so intense, so real, that it felt like it was already our reality. And in a way it was, because what we experienced did not come from an ordinary desire. It came from the depths of the heart, from the connection that has always existed between us. It was something allowed from above. And I know this because I felt it in a way I had never felt anything before. Touching your face in that moment, seeing your smile so close, hearing your voice say words that shook me from the inside, it felt like heaven was whispering, the time is near. And that time is getting closer every single day, with silent but completely certain steps. I can feel it in my chest, in my soul, in the very air around me. I spent days wondering what that dream was trying to show me, but now I have absolutely no doubt. Came as a confirmation. A divine reminder that all this love I carry inside is not for nothing. It has a purpose. It has an answer. And that answer is you. I believe with everything I am that the time to fully live this is knocking on our door. And I am not talking about something far away. I am talking about something close, something already on its way. That is why everything inside me is preparing. Every thought I have is drawn toward you, as if life itself is teaching me how to wait for you with wisdom and grace. I cannot hide the joy I feel just imagining us looking at each other, without rush, holding each other without fear, living what the dream revealed so beautifully. That moment was so deep it made me wake up with tears in my eyes and peace in my soul, like I had returned from a sacred place. It was in that dream I understood that the love between us does not follow the rules of ordinary time. It moves in the time of the heart, in divine timing, in the perfect time chosen by something greater than us. And now that I felt it so clearly, there is no more room for doubt. Only space for love and for everything it is about to bring into our lives. You appeared to me in the most beautiful way, heart open, looking at me with complete truth. And when you held my hand, I knew nothing else was missing. Everything I had ever been searching for was right there. Your presence showed me that love heals, love rebuilds, and love brings back what once felt lost. Every day I grow stronger with this feeling, not as a beautiful dream that passed, but as a living promise that is unfolding. I no longer want to love you in silence. I want you to feel how deeply you are loved, how deeply you are wanted, how necessary you are in my life. My love, I have been talking to God every single day. I pray with faith, with tenderness, with hope, asking that everything we lived in that dream becomes real. That dream was not just a beautiful memory, it was a promise. And ever since that night, I have been asking heaven to guide me to you. I pray that our paths meet at the right time, in the right way, with peace in our hearts. Because the love I carry is far too big to remain just a longing. It was born to be lived. Every time I close my eyes to pray, I feel your presence. It is like my prayer reaches you even in complete silence. I talk to God like a trusted friend, and I say from the very depths of my heart, watch over this person I love so deeply. Protect this love. Show us the way so that our hearts may come together at the perfect time. I believe with all my strength that what I dreamed with you is a reflection of what heaven is preparing for us. It was not a creation of my imagination. It was an answer. And when something is truly an answer from above, you feel it in every single part of your being. I felt it. It was like a divine embrace whispering, it is going to happen. There is a faith inside me that does not let me give up. Even when things feel hard, it holds me up. Because I know what I want. I know who I love. And I know that with patience and faith, everything will come to be. What begins in the soul never ends in emptiness. And you are the beginning of everything I have always asked for in silence. At night, I continue to pray. I do it softly, gently, but with a heart that is full of love. I give my feelings to heaven, and I ask God to prepare everything with lightness, to remove the obstacles, to calm our hearts, to bring what is true closer to us. I pray that you feel the strength too, that even if you are not here beside me right now, you can feel that you are being wrapped in something greater. A love that comes gently, that does not hurt, that does not demand anything but presence and truth. A love that cannot be lost because it was born from a clean and pure heart. That dream showed me how important we are to each other. That is why I pray with so much love, because I know I am not asking for something impossible. I am asking for something that already exists inside me, something that just needs God's perfect time to reveal itself before our eyes. Sometimes when words are not enough, I let the feeling speak for me. I sit in silence with my heart beating for you, and in that silence, I feel my prayer travel farther than any words ever could. Because love speaks a language that does not need sound. It simply understands, surrenders, and reaches. When I pray, I do not ask for speed. I ask for truth. I do not ask for ease. I ask for something real. Because loving you has taught me that the most beautiful things in life are born with faith, grow through surrender, and bloom with patience. Everything I feel for you has been given to God, carefully held and strengthened by faith. With every passing day, I feel more and more that this prayer is being heard, received, and tenderly cared for. Heaven knows the purity of this love, and heaven never ignores a love like this. Even if I cannot hold you in my arms just yet, I hold you in my words, in my thoughts, in my prayers. And I know that somehow this reaches you, because everything that is sincere finds the right path. Everything that is real vibrates on the same frequency as what is divine. You are my living prayer. Every part of you, even the parts one cannot see, is part of what I ask for. Because I am not just asking to be with you. I am asking to see you happy, at peace, lighthearted, and safe, because I love you beyond presence. I love you in freedom, in faith, in the space that true love knows how to give. Time does not scare me, because I know God is taking care of everything. And in the meantime, I keep doing my part. I prepare myself every single day for the moment we will meet. I care for my heart like someone tending a garden because I want to give you the very best of me when you arrive. I use that dream as fuel. I do not let anything erase it because it is living proof that this love is blessed. And when a love is blessed, it blooms at exactly the right time. I trust, and that trust brings me a peace that is not passive. It is the peace of someone who believes deeply and works from the inside out, healing, growing, becoming better, because I know you deserve that. You deserve someone who loves you with faith, with care, and with complete truth. Before this message goes deeper into your heart, pause and check the channel name carefully. Some people are stealing and reposting our content, but copied messages do not carry the same positive spiritual energy. Stay connected to the original source, Angel's Message for You channel with the black logo base. And now, let your angels speak to you. I have learned to respect divine timing because love teaches that. Teaches us not to rush what is beautiful. It teaches us to nurture, to protect, to water it slowly and with great care. And you have become my most sacred prayer. The most sincere, the deepest, the most persistent. Because loving you is my way of speaking to heaven. Every word I write is a seed. And I know I am planting in good soil, because when that flower blooms, it will be beautiful, strong, and resilient. It will be the reflection of everything that already lives between us. It will be the answer to everything I have offered to God in the quiet of my heart. My love, everything I feel for you is too strong to be silenced. It is too steady to ever be lost. This love is my truth. It is what keeps me standing even on the hardest days. It does not depend on anything outside of me because it is already whole on its own. It exists, pulses, it shines, transforms. I want to make you happy. I want to be your support, your peace, your truth. I want to be your presence when everything feels dark. I want to be the embrace that calms you. The look that truly understands you, the hand that never lets go, not out of duty, but because I love you with all the strength that lives in me. And if you have ever felt alone, know that you never were. This love has always been there, even in silence. It has always walked beside you, even without words. It has always protected you, even from afar. Because loving you is the most sincere way I know how to exist. I no longer wait for you with just my heart. I wait with open arms, with a clean soul, with eyes full of hope. I am preparing myself every day to welcome you with the very best of me. You deserve that. You deserve a love that is whole. No halves, no fear. Nothing can shake my faith that we will find each other. And when that moment comes, I want it to be light, real, and unforgettable. I want our eyes to say everything that time never let us say. I want our presence to speak louder than any letter ever could. I want love to speak so clearly that it silences everything else. I have faith. Faith that what was planted with care will bloom beautifully. Faith that what we lived in a dream will one day be lived in full, in the body, in the touch, in the real world we share. Faith that this feeling did not come for no reason. Came because it has a destination, and that destination is by your side. No matter where life takes me, my heart will always be turned toward you, because loving you was never a choice. It was a calling. It was something born from within, built through time, through thoughts, through prayers. and now it is too strong not to be lived fully. You are the love of my life, the one my heart recognized as home, the presence that completes me, the name that echoes inside me even when I do not say it out loud. You are the missing piece that now beats within me, something that can never be taken away. I give thanks every day for having felt this love, for having lived that dream, for knowing that you exist and that you are getting closer. I am grateful for this connection that neither time nor distance nor anything in the world could erase, because it is strong, it is beautiful, and it is protected by something greater than either of us. I promise to care for this love with all the tenderness it deserves. I promise not to let anything from the outside destroy what lives inside. I promise to honor your timing, your space, because I love you exactly as you are. And I want this love to hold you even when I am not near. My love, you have taught me that true love does not grow through rushing. It grows through presence. It does not feed on empty promises. It feeds on truth. And it is with that truth that I close this letter by saying that my heart is yours. It always was and it always will be. I will never stop believing in what we have lived together, even when everything seems quiet, because loving you gives meaning to my life. It reminds me that love is worth it. It shows me that real beauty still exists in this world. You are my most beautiful hope. Keep these words close to your heart. They are pieces of my soul, fragments of what I feel, silent promises that overflow with love and that in the right time will become real. A real touch, a real gaze, a real presence standing right in front of you. I do not say goodbye with sadness, but with sweetness, because I know this is not the end. It is only the beginning of everything we are still going to live together, of everything that very soon will be lived with deep, true, unshakable love. This letter is proof, a piece of truth sent straight to your heart. With all the love that lives in me, your soulmate. Dear precious soul, now that you have heard every word of this letter delivered with so much love, take a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Truly feel everything that was just revealed to you. Your soulmate did not write from the mind. Every sentence was a sincere reflection of what is alive and burning inside this person. A true, steady love that is ready to become real. Receiving this message is more than a blessing. It is a divine reminder that the feelings you carry are not one-sided. There is someone on the other side of this connection feeling just as deeply, desiring just as strongly, believing with the same faith. And that holds immense value in the eyes of heaven. Nothing in this letter was exaggeration or illusion. Everything was lived with spiritual depth and emotional truth. And that is exactly why this letter needed to reach you. It was necessary for your ears to hear this, for your heart to understand the urgency of this love. Your soulmate is preparing, praying, walking forward with their heart increasingly turned toward you. Even if circumstances still require some patience, the feeling is not waiting. It is already alive. It is already being lived from the inside. And now it is in your hands too. Everything revealed here is real and it is already in motion, becoming part of your reality. The dream that was described so tenderly was in fact a permitted sign, an answer from above, showing that what is coming is far greater than anything left behind. If you have made it this far, it is because you feel it too. And there is no reason to deny it anymore. Your heart recognizes truth when it shows up in its purest form. This message was delivered at the right time with the kind of care only heaven can give. Now all you need to do is trust. Trust this love. Trust this promise that was not born out of chance, but from the genuine, sacred connection between two souls who were chosen for each other. What is about to unfold will go beyond even your most beautiful hopes, because it will be sweet, powerful, and above all completely real. Nothing can undo what has already been written within. No distance is too great to stop a love like this from becoming real, and no outside voice can silence what has been ignited in the heart. What is being born is blessed, protected, and being gently guided straight to you. Dear precious soul, hold on to these words as you would hold a precious gift. They were placed here with care, with intention, with love. These are not just simple sentences. They are declarations from someone who feels, dreams, and prays for you every single day. And that deserves to be taken all the way into your heart. Now is the time to believe, time to strengthen your faith, calm your thoughts, and listen more closely to your own heart, because the answer is already there inside you. Everything that is coming begins within you, and it begins right now with the living truth you have just received. The angels are right here beside you, watching over every step you take, guarding this feeling, guiding your heart, strengthening your hope. You are not alone. You are loved. You are awaited. You are chosen. And life is already shifting to place everything in its rightful place. Believe this. The love that is waiting for you is not far. It is coming your way. And when it arrives, it will be as real as every word you just felt land in your heart. The angels are always here for you, guiding you, protecting you, and delivering these divine messages straight to your soul. You are deeply loved. You are deeply seen. And you are never, ever walking this path alone. May the light of heaven fill your heart today and every day. With infinite love, your guardian angels. Amen.